Hi, my name is Greg, and I am an overcomer. Pretty early on, around the age of 8 to 10, I was exposed to pornography. I know that somewhere in between my mid-teenage years, I made some sort of transition. Pornography is dangerous because it really exposes you to so many different aspects of just sex in general, and you don't really understand what you're looking at, but your brain will gravitate towards specific things and really fixate on those things. I had always had this undertone where people had said early on in my life that I was gay over and over and over, including my father, so I had the gay thing spoken over my life. I also had the pornography addiction, and then I also had a bad relationship with my dad. So those three things combined caused me to really question my sexuality at the age of 25. I was not happy with my relationship status, you could say, in life. And there was a lot of other things going on, but among that, I found myself at a very dark place where I basically said, forget this, I don't care anymore. I have gotten attention from men and never got any attention from women. I don't feel like women like me, but I like the attention and I sought the attention. Around 25, when I started exploring the LGBTQ side of the world and some of these same-sex attractions, I did develop a strong connection with another man who was my best friend at the time, and I didn't know how strongly connected I was to this person, but essentially I was in a pretty deep connection and relationship with him. That was probably the hardest time in my life. When you're involved in stuff like that, having to find yourself, like, how do you get out? The Lord's calling was basically for me to move to South Dakota when I started pursuing my grad program, and I really pulled myself out of the Houston community area and reestablished myself in a whole nother area. So I felt like that complete separation from what I'd known and how I started in the lifestyle a little bit was renewed. In South Dakota, I actually wound up finding my wife on TikTok. Basically, the pandemic got me to download TikTok. And so on TikTok, I did make a couple videos. I wasn't popular by any means, but she made a couple videos, I made a couple videos, and one of my videos, which was supposed to be a joke, came up on her feed, and it was saying something along the lines of, here's a couple of photos of myself, would you date me? She commented, and I messaged a month later. I learned about Identify Ministry from the Changed Ministry. Logan, which is my wife, found a card from the Changed Ministry in the Sierra Women's Pregnancy Center, and she told me about it, and I got connected from there. Being involved in the Identify Ministry, it means that there is a community of people that have dealt with similar things that you have dealt with to some extent or another, and that means that we can come together and be a body and what it's meant to be. The ministries and the people that have their passions should be supported, and especially if it comes to like connecting and bringing healing to people and a safe place for people to speak about these things. If you don't have that, then you really don't have anything. I mean, I feel like we're not going to be able to speak truth to each other or live in the light that the Lord sees for us. Would you walk in the light of Identify Ministry with me so people like you and me can have a community and a safe place to find healing?